Steady now!
My story doesn't end hiding in these woods.
I will not allow you to pick a fight with gods.
I don't want to fight anyone.
And if those answers lead to war with Asgard.
Hey yo, what's good my guy? Welcome to a God of War Ragnarok theory. I present you with these 3 questions. Will Freya die? How did she get her fighting spirit back? What will her role in the story be? Before I answer any of these questions, I just want to say that I'm not even hyped to play Ragnarok anymore. I'm just trying to play with you.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Answering your first question, will Freya die? No, she will not die. However, I do still have to acknowledge that the possibility is still present. But what I do know is that she will not be killed by Kratos or Atreus, considering that Atreus likes Freya, also that Kratos is thankful to Freya.
Freya, I will not forget this.
While we're venturing through all the 9 realms, we'll end up encountering and fighting Freya a few more times throughout our journey, and then she'll eventually realize the horrendous act she's attempting to commit. Murder another parent's child. Robbing Atreus blind of a childhood like she did Balder. Taking away the life of a loved one to Kratos.
The death of a child is not something a parent gets over easily.
But he was gonna kill her.
She would have died to see him live. Only a parent can understand.
So you'd let me kill you?
If it meant you would live. Yes.
Once this epiphany shoots across her mind, Freya will return to her senses, and from here there are multiple things that can happen. Possibility number 1, she will apologize to us, go home, and that'll be the last time we ever see her, because everything she's ever done or become involved with has led to tragedy. Such as when she married Odin. They separated, and the Aesir and Vanir gods once again became enemies. On top of that, Odin took away her fighting spirit, banished her to forever stay in Midgard, continued to steal her way of magic, and the other Vanir gods completely ostracized her. She was never able to make it right between them. She prevented Balder's prophesied death as a newborn, but robbed him of his childhood, and any and all experiences of life, negative or positive. However, Odin made sure to keep his eyes on her, and once he figures out she is no longer after Kratos, 1 or more Aesir gods are sent to kill her or to imprison her in Asgard. From there, I can imagine Kratos's and Atreus' next objective would be to save her. Possibility number 2, she apologizes and says that in order to make it right, she will fight on our side in Ragnarok, as well as giving the same order to the other Valkyries. However, Freya realizes that it will be a prolonged period of time until then. So then she asks both of us, Kratos and Atreus, if they can think of something. Atreus then says if she can use the Vanir magic to reveal Tyr's location to us. Possibility number 3, she will apologize and say that she's willing to help us in whatever it is we need. The way she helps us is by teaching us a way to travel to the other realms without a Bifrost and Realm Tower. We were given the Bifrost. What's to say she doesn't know another way to travel between realms without it, especially considering that she is a witch that knows almost an infinite amount of magic. I mean, she did give us those runes to protect us so that we couldn't be tracked. So if she can give us those runes, I really wouldn't be surprised if she could give us a rune that would permit us to travel without having the Bifrost, without using the Realm Tower. In case you haven't noticed, in the beginning of the game, her tattoos were nearly invisible. However, for the duration of the rest of the game, they became more prevalent the more magic she uses. Your second question is, how did she get her fighting spirit back? Here are the possibilities of how she could have gotten her Valkyrie wings / fighting spirit back. Possibility number 1, Odin's ravens, Hugin and Munin, relay the information back on how Freya asked Mimir about what little he knew as to where her wings are currently being held.
Brothers, there's another thing I must let you know. From the time you were away in Jotunheim.
Well, tell us then.
It concerns Freya. She paid me a visit.
What did you tell her?
What little I know about where Odin may have kept her Valkyrie wings. Seems she's rather bent on reclaiming her warrior spirit. I'm afraid the cycle of vengeance may not be so easily broken.
Odin, seeing this as an opportunity to either have Freya or Kratos removed as a threat, sends the Valkyrie Gana to deliver her wings to Freya so that they can fight each other, and hoping that one of them will ultimately die. In case you don't know who Gana is, she is the messenger of Freya. Possibility number 2. Odin was informed that Freya wanted to kill Kratos. He discovered this from his 2 ravens, which are Hugin and Munin. The Allfather caught sight of the opportunity to use Freya as a pawn in order to kill Kratos, or at least give him more time to plan, because there is no doubt that even with her fighting spirit, with her Valkyrie wings, Kratos is undoubtedly a much more apparent threat. Your next and final question: what will her role be in the story? For this question, I will go into a lot more depth in a separate video called Freya's role/story in God of War Ragnarok. It will be a theory/story prediction, like how I told the story as to how God of War Ragnarok will begin. I theorize that she will constantly follow us, trail us, and fight us multiple times like Balder. And every fight, she will use more magic and become more unrestrained. I can definitely picture her wearing her armor and wings for the final fight. Earlier, I showed how Kratos was thankful to Freya, and how Atreus likes Freya. It is because of this that prevents Atreus from hurting her, but prevents Kratos from slaughtering her. As Mimir said,
But I think we can all agree you did the right thing. The world's a better place with Freya in it. Just give her time, lads. She'll come around.
as soon as this understanding hits her, she will help us on whatever it is we need on our journey. Whether it is teaching us a new way to travel to other realms without the Bifrost or Realm Tower, her fighting alongside us with her fellow Valkyries, or something else. Odin discovers what it is that Freya has done, and, well, I'll cut myself off there as we'll go into a great amount more depth and detail in my actual story/theory prediction video, which will be called, once again, what will Freya's story/role be in God of War Ragnarok. Check out some of my other videos that you'll see on your screen here shortly, or simply browse my channel and check out those videos. Peace out, dog.